Hi, everybody. Today I am here to answer the question, what is elder care planning? And we're going to look at this from a couple of perspectives. Elder care planning is a combination of care planning, but it's also a combination of the legal components that go into care planning that many families or aging parents or even single adults don't really think about until you're in the thick of a situation having to make decisions. I'm Pamela D Wilson. My website is pameladwilson.com. On there, a lot of helpful information for caregivers and aging adults. So I want to talk about two areas, and this is if you are an adult appointing an agent or a parent appointing agents and the people that you appoint. You may decide that if you have children, your children are the best people to appoint as your agents to make decisions for you. Or you may decide on a very trusted friend that you've known for a long time, or you could hire a professional who's an independent party. So the big question in deciding your elder care planning goals is, can you really trust the people that you are appointing as agent? Do they make good financial decisions, good medical decisions? How are they under pressure? How do they make decisions when situations are extremely, extremely stressful? Because eventually, when these people need to make decisions for you, the decisions probably aren't going to be easy and the situations aren't going to be smooth sailing. So how will the people that you appoint act in those situations? Then the second consideration, if you are a parent and you are going to appoint your children as agents or co-agents, is do you want to place your children in the position of having to make these types of decisions? And you may have 3 or 4 children, and one may be better than the other with money. Another may be better than the other with healthcare decisions. 2 of them may not be appropriate at all. And I want to give a scenario that illustrates the importance of appointing the right people in your elder care decisions. So let's say that you are parents and you have 3 or 4 children, maybe 2 sons and 2 daughters. And at one point you told one of your sons, who you named as your power of attorney, and you said, whatever you do, never, ever, ever put me in a nursing home or in a care community. Whatever you do, I don't want to do that. Don't want to go there. And the son agrees. And many years later, the husband who made the son make that promise becomes very sick and may have a lot of health conditions. And the wife or mom is taking care of the husband, but she's honestly getting worn out to the point that her health, both mental and physical, are very serious. They're causing disabling conditions. She's unable to function day to day. She's exhausted. She spends a lot of time in bed because she's caring for the spouse. And she goes to the son, who's the power of attorney, and says, son, I can't do this anymore. We need to come up with a plan of care for your father because I can't be the caregiver. My health is suffering. My well-being is suffering, and I really need your help. Now, what happens in the situation if you're that son and all you're thinking of is, I promised Dad I'd never put him in a home. And here I have my mom, who I really don't like as much as my dad. I like my dad a lot better. My mom who's asking me for help. Do I ignore what my mom wants and just say, Mom, you got to take care of Dad, and favor what my dad wanted, favor that promise to my father? Those are tough decisions. And if you're a parent, have you had those discussions as a couple? Have you had those discussions with your children to say, well, if I become disabled and I need more care, I don't want your mom to suffer. You also need to take care of your mom equally. Or are you making promises and agreements with your children that your spouse doesn't know about? This is how a lot of family situations result in a lot of conflict and a lot of discord between adult children who favor one parent or another, or who thinks that well, dad should get all the care because he's sick first. And then we really don't worry about what happens to mom because we take care of dad. So if you are an older adult without children, or if you are a parent with children, these are discussions to have and discussions to talk about what happens if this happens. And the problem is that as adults, a lot of times we don't even realize what can happen in care situations. The complications of working with hospitals or nursing homes or things like that, or that the children are going to favor one parent over another because they like one parent over another, or they had a better relationship with one parent versus another, when everything really should be on equal footing. Do you have children who can independently say, this is what's in the best interest of all parties, this is what we should do, and this is how we should move forward, so that the surviving parent or the surviving spouse, their care and their life doesn't suffer because the other spouse got sick first or had more health conditions. Very, very difficult discussions within families, and information that you should consider putting into your legal documents and directing your children on exactly what to do so that they don't have to be the ones to make these decisions if they don't have those skills to say, well, we have to be fair and we have to be impartial for our parents. If you need more information about the decisions to make in care planning or the issues that come up that families don't expect, you can go to my website, PamelaDWilson.com. There is a lot of helpful information there. You can also schedule an Eldercare Planning consultation with me. I've served as court-appointed guardian, medical and financial power of attorney, personal representative of the estate, and many clients in my 20-plus year caregiving career. And while I am not an attorney, I can definitely talk to you about things that attorneys may not consider to put in your documents, because I have lived and breathed all of the experiences that family caregivers and spouses go through in making decisions about healthcare and life and death situations. I'm Pamela D. Wilson. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. Please share this video with other people you know who are considering elder care planning and who may not know about all of the aspects of the decisions that come up and decisions that will have to be made. I'll see you all again soon in another video.